Coming up next on Linebaugh Library, the Rutherford County Library System wants to show you they're more than just books. Plus, the winter reading program is right around the corner. We'll find out more about it. And a top-selling teen and youth fiction author pays a visit to Linebaugh. There are so many fun things happening at your local library, and we're excited to tell you about them. First, we continue our look at the origins of Linebaugh, and today we're into the 1980s. Let's go back in time to find out more as we check out our Linebaugh Rewind.
In the summer of 1981, library supporters came together to form a group that still plays a vital role to Linebaugh today. The Friends of Linebaugh Library was formed with William Beasley serving as the first president. The Friends of Linebaugh holds book sales each month, with its first one taking place in the gym of the First United Methodist Church, just next to the library in 1982. The first major purchase for the group came after a fire broke out in the book drop in mid-1982. No major damage was done outside of just smoke damage, but the Friends purchased a fireproof book drop just in case. Another interesting event during the 1980s involved Polaroid cameras. As part of a nationwide Check This Out campaign by Polaroid, the library circulated cameras, just like books. During the early 1980s, former Tennessee Governor Lamar Alexander began plans for the state's Tennessee Homecoming 86 celebration. The main objective of the Homecoming committees working on the celebration was to promote research of the area's history. As part of the initiative, Linebaugh was given a microfilm reader and printer and 100 reels of county records to aid patrons in historical research during the celebration. By the late 1980s, Linebaugh was once again thinking about a new building. More on that in the next episode.
We all know libraries have books, but the Rutherford County Library System wants you to know they're more than just that. Executive Director Rita Shacklett stops by to tell us about how they're changing the way you look at a library as we hear a word from our branches. Our world today loves its technology, smartphones, tablets, digital media, and the internet. With that tech and access to just about anything, all from home, it's easy to forget all that can also come from your local library. It's something of which libraries are very much aware.
I think the biggest problem that we have with the public and staff too is that we're just books, and people don't need books anymore because everything's electronic. And that is so untrue, because now we have streaming videos, we have ebooks, we have e-audios, we have digital magazines. We have more things than just books, but there's still a lot of people like me that still like to hold that book in their hand, and I think it's very important for children especially to learn the value of a book.
Local libraries are embracing technology and incorporating it in what they offer patrons.
We need to be aware of new technologies. We need to be aware of what our community wants, because libraries, that's what they thrive on, are the things that their community wants, and they need to be spending their resources on those things. So we've really tried to listen to the community and provide the things that they need, like computers and digital resources, as well as our print materials.
Each branch of the Rutherford County Library System tries to offer something their particular communities need.
We try to stay with what our community wants, and each community in Rutherford County is different. Our little Eagleville branch is in a very rural area. They heavily rely on their hot spots, because we have hot spots to check out at every location. And in Eagleville, internet is so poor that if they didn't have those, and they never have any in, people are put on waiting lists constantly. Smyrna, you have a lot of DVDs, a lot of children's materials and their programming and things, because Smyrna is very heavily oriented towards children. MGL is in a community center. A lot of their patrons are older, because they're there using Patterson Park, or we have a lot of children that are dropped off, especially in the summer, they're dropped off in the morning and they're picked up that night. So homework help, computers, those kinds of things there, that's very important to them. Technology Center is all digital. Meeting rooms, lots of computers, virtual reality, 3D printers. We have a recording studio, and those things are used constantly. And of course our bookmobile that goes out to the areas that don't have a branch anywhere close by.
That need to remind patrons of the branch's wide array of resources is also why their logo changed a couple of years ago.
In 2017, we looked at our logo, which was kind of the little standard man with the book, and we realized that that didn't truly reflect what the library was about anymore. And in the process of creating a logo, we came up with a tagline that we added to it that says, "Explore, imagine, and engage." And that's what we try to do. We offer things for people to learn, to have fun with, to dream about, and explore new options.
While everything today is seemingly at one's fingertips, Shacklett says a library in a community is still vital.
I do want people to understand how important it is to have a good public library in their community. A lot of places don't have that. We are strongly supported by the City of Murfreesboro, the City of Eagleville, the Town of Smyrna, and the Rutherford County. And if it weren't for those resources and with them understanding how important the library is and they're willing to use resources for those, we wouldn't be able to provide those services that we do. And so it's very important that they see the value. And so I hope that people understand that we're here for them.
One of the biggest events at our library is the summer reading program. Well, the wintertime has a reading program of its own, and the 2020 event will have a new name. Let's find out more about the program, its new name, and more in the latest staff stuff.
Winter reading program is coming up January 26th through March the 7th. And unfortunately, we lost one of our regular patrons last year. His name was Harry Nelson. He came in every week. So we are going to name the winter reading program for him for the rest of the time that we do it each year. It's the Harry Nelson Memorial Winter Reading Program in memory of our friend Harry. Harry's friends have contributed to it. The Friends of the Library have also contributed to making it happen this year. And we're really excited. What's going to be different about this year, though, is because Harry was a big fan of roots music, we're going to have a big kickoff event right before we start signing people up for it. And that's going to be Saturday, January the 18th. We're going to have the great band, Jake Leg Stompers, will be here. And they do pre-war roots music. And then beginning Sunday the 19th, all that week we'll be signing people up for the winter reading program.
If you can make the time to read one book a week, then the winter reading program is just for you.
How it works is we ask people read a book a week for the 6 weeks that we're doing the program. Total of 6 books, and for each book you read, there's a little review form, and just give us your thoughts on what you read and what you thought about it. And we'll do a little drawing each week and be giving away stuff.
Something new to the winter reading program will be the grand prize winner getting their name engraved on a plaque, honoring the program's namesake, Harry Nelson. The library has several other prize ideas in store for participants and needs your help.
One of the prizes I would like to give away are the winners for the Booker Prize. This year there are 2 books. One is The Testament by Margaret Atwood, and the second book is Girl, Woman, Other by British writer Bernardine Evaristo. So what we would like to do is give away copies of both books, since there were 2 winners, each week for a drawing. I'm hoping the public will help me out and somebody will donate some copies to us, please. If you're able to donate any, I need a total of 24 books between us and another branch.
So while you're at home out of the cold weather, make the time to read a good book and take part in the fun of the 2020 Harry Nelson Memorial Winter Reading Program.
Big kickoff event with Jake Leg Stompers, Saturday, January 18th. You may sign up for the program, 6 books, 6 weeks. There'll be a grand prize winner at the end of it all, and we will be giving away a special prize. For more information, contact us at Linebaugh Library, 615-893-4131.
While the winter reading program is tailored more for older readers, that doesn't mean the younger patrons are left out of the fun in the coming months. Laura Loggins from Youth Services is here to talk about some activities you won't want to miss as we bring the fun.
Hello, I'm Laura Loggins, the Youth Services Specialist at Linebaugh Public Library. Fall is my favorite time of year. Crisp air, changing leaves, apples and pumpkins, sitting by the fire in hay rides. It's the perfect time of year to explore, imagine, and engage. And speaking of explore, imagine, engage, this is the mission statement of the Rutherford County Library System, and I feel it fits perfectly with the Children's Department here at Linebaugh. Children will love exploring books and puzzles, using their imaginations to make up puppet shows and inventing things with Legos at our Lego table, and engaging with other children during our many programs that we offer. We have a variety of programs here at Linebaugh. From story times to teen events, there's something for everyone. Our all ages story times take place on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and our itty bitty story times take place on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Children ages 4 to 12 can come free play Legos on the first Saturday of each month. Youth Magic Group for children ages 8 to 12 meets at 9:30 a.m. on the second Saturday of each month. On the third Saturday of each month, we offer a family movie at 10 a.m. We even serve freshly popped popcorn for the first 30 minutes of the movie. On the first Monday and third Thursday of November and December, join Stevie on Monday and Fred on Thursday, the Reading Education Assistance Dogs. Advanced registration is required and spots fill up quickly, so call or stop by Linebaugh for more information about this remarkable program. Thursday, November 7th at 6:00 p.m., join us for a special pajama story time and teddy bear sleepover. Come in your pajamas for this fun story time. We'll read stories, sing songs, make a craft, and eat a snack. Once story time is complete, leave your teddy or stuffed animal with us. Teddy bears will spend the night at Linebaugh. I promise Miss Christine, Miss Brittany, and I will take good care of them. Find out what your teddy bears have been up to when you come to pick them up the next morning. On Saturday, November 16th, join us at Linebaugh as we celebrate the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield on November 16th. There will be a movie, trivia, costume contest, crafts, and more. Free for Pokemon lovers of all ages. Tuesday, December 3rd at 10 a.m., come enjoy stories, a craft, a breakfast snack, and visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Be sure to bring your camera. On Saturday, December 7th at 2 p.m., join us at Linebaugh as we read Llama, Holiday Drama, before diving into an ornament craft for children of all ages. All of our programs are free. Come to the Linebaugh Children's Department and explore, imagine, and engage. For more information about upcoming events at Linebaugh, please go to rclstn.org or call 615-893-4131, extension 114.
Author Heidi Heilig visited Linebaugh recently as a part of the 2019 Pen Pal event sponsored by the Friends of Linebaugh Library. Heilig has wowed readers with top-selling teen and young adult fiction favorites from The Girl from Everywhere and The Ship Beyond Time. Let's find out more about Heilig and her works in the newest Author.
Hi, my name is Heidi Heilig, and I am the author of YA historical fantasy books, The Girl from Everywhere and The Ship Beyond Time, as well as For a Muse of Fire and A Kingdom for a Stage. I started out writing musical theater and songwriting as well. So when I write novels, dialogue actually comes very easily for me. Writing the rest of it, in the back of my mind I always think, oh, the costume designer will decide what they're wearing, or the actors will decide what they're going to put on their faces, so I don't really have to write who smiles when. So my first drafts always come out looking a little bit like plays. They come out with very dialogue heavy and really, really sketchy on the rest.
Heilig's one piece of advice for budding writers can be found in the pages of a book.
I would say that the best piece of advice I have for new writers and old writers is to read. That is what I go back to again and again when I lose focus or I lose inspiration or I don't know what to do next with my career or anything, is I read. I look to books that I love. I try to find books that I really enjoy, especially books that were just published, whatever's coming out now, and figure out how the lay of the land is, figure out what people are doing currently.
When asked if there's a particular genre she'd love to write, her response ties into her own personal journey of being bipolar.
I would love so much to be able to write very specifically, it's not even a genre, it's like a very specific part of genre, horror, but asylum horror. I want to write a book set in an asylum that is somehow a different, like a twist on it, because I am bipolar and I do have mental illness. So I would love to write my own version of an asylum horror where things are not the sort of typical version of that.
In addition to her visit to Linebaugh, Heilig also had the chance to visit with local schools, an opportunity in which she's very thankful to the Friends of Linebaugh Library.
You know, it's funny, when Eva reached out to me and told me about the Friends of the Linebaugh Library, it seemed too good to be true. They were going to bring me to schools. They were actually going to fly me out here and pay me to talk to kids and meet readers and meet people in real life, the people that, you know, you're so far away from when you're at your desk, and they seem so inaccessible and kind of scary and fascinating. Your readers, but you know, it wasn't too good to be true. It was true, and I'm here now, and I was in classrooms all day, and it was magical. It was absolutely wonderful. I think it also allows the kids to see that, you know, authors are people just like them, and that they could, you know, they could be an author one day, or at the very least, that there's a person behind all those words, and maybe it makes it a little bit more interesting to them.
To sum up why she likes to write, Heilig gives one simple response.
I love telling stories. Yeah, simple.
There's a lot happening at Linebaugh in the next several months, including some holiday closings you need to know. Here are just some of the big events coming up. Learn how to use free library and internet resources to collect family history at your next holiday get-together. Visit the Tech on November 4th from 2 to 3 p.m. for Collecting Family History. Linebaugh Public Library is pleased to host local children's author Bob Kennedy, aka Mr. Chicken Biscuits, for a book signing on Saturday, December 14th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Here are a few library closings. All branches will be closed November 11th for Veterans Day. The Myrtle Glanton Lord Library will be closed November 17th to November 24th. All branches will be closed for the Thanksgiving holidays, November 28th and 29th, December 24th and 25th for the Christmas holidays, January 1st for New Year's Day, and January 20th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So that's going to wrap it up for this show. As you've seen, there's a lot to do at Linebaugh, and we haven't come close to telling you about everything that's happening here. You can always go to their website at rclstn.org to find out about upcoming events, classes, clubs, groups, and more. Or you can stop at one of the 4 major locations: the main branch on West Vine Street, the Myrtle Glanton Lord Library inside Patterson Park, and branches in Eagleville and Smyrna. Also, be on the lookout for the library's bookmobile. Plus, if you're in need of computer access, visit the Technology Engagement Center located on Minerva Drive. If you haven't been to any of our library locations, you're missing out. From books to DVDs to activities to so much more. Take the time to visit your local library. Thanks for watching.